Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense set on first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Reed. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is that you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed into his decision-making in this game.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They'll mark him down right there. Good pickup, but still a little bit short of the first down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense. You get the 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it. And you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game to pick up the 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The snap sets up the throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's
Silly, bro.
Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
And I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions
Just the ball.
to make. Oftentimes, Reese, we see running backs fumble, they get benched. Well, this offense, they're not going to bench this guy because of his talent. And how many more times do you trust him to carry the football on design quarterback runs after that fumble?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. If you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go.
Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Final play of the quarter coming. He'll ride his man on the option.
Oh.
And the ball is free on the... What a play by the defense. The offense melted down, and the D turned it into a safety.
Oh. Oh.
On the return, it's Thomas.
Oh.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Wide out in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Receiver looks it in, it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's looking to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football but forcing the turnover.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Shoots it to the left. He's got it, and they convert. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. He's going to pass. He turns that loose down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. NC State will line up with a first and goal. Dropping back, it's Reed. And he will score! Touchdown, North Carolina State!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He's got his man, makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QBs have to understand, I'm throwing against zones. I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening, throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He lost one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force-feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
Working the middle, it's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Reed. Lets it fly on the move. He's got it. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he missed it. No good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. Coming after him.
It's so nice to be an offense in second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
He'll get rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Throwing right. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Good right down the boulevard. After putting a field goal on the board, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires left. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Off play action. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take this. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now for this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the left side. Can anyone catch him? And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that they tipped to another.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds a crease at the 20. Powers through. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they
fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throws to the wideout. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for the defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense. They're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapse the pocket on that play.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw. He's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to throw, it's Reed. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Nothing's working right now in the pass game for this guy. This is the nightmare scenario. He's already been picked off 3 times. That one got swatted away. Lucky it wasn't another interception. This quarterback is not playing with a ton of confidence.
Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. On the option. He'll toss it. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. 1 minute left to play. Plenty of time if they can recover this onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. North Carolina Louisiana State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt.
Clarence,
Use the
please,
sidelines,
bro.
they're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down mark.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best two-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about that? That is why you practice onside kicks all season long for this exact moment. They're able to execute it, they retain possession, and now a field goal puts them ahead late.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone. And he's got it inside the 35. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. Back to pass, it's Reed. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the...
The offense coughs it up. And the defense has it. They're going the other way. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop and score. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go to the offense, like, bro, we don't need to do that. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kicks. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. He makes a grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Dogs! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had, plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt and they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So, a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column.